Let's be honest, buying a budget car is not easy. Every week there seems to be this thing coming out or that thing coming out, but two cars that may be on your mind is either this VW Up or the Suzuki Ignis. So all that's left for us to do today is have a budget showdown.
This is a colossal showdown of compact cars, both of which are priced below 200,000 Rand. This model of the Up will cost you 167,800, while the Ignis will require 189,000 of your Rands. Both these vehicles are meant to do the same thing, get you from A to B safely, in a measure of comfort and in a bit of style that sets you apart from a regular city car.
So who buys cars like these? Well, let's assume you're a young person starting out, or maybe you're an older person buying down, or you're somewhere in the middle. Either way, this car needs to do certain things for you. And one of the boxes that it needs to tick is comfort. And I'm in the Suzuki right now, and I must say, this car is very comfortable. Driving on a longish road like this, outside of the city, it does do very well. Yes, these cars are meant to be city vehicles, but even on a long distance trip like this, it does quite do well. Got a 1.2 litre 4-cylinder engine that produces 61 kilowatts, and wait for it, 113 newton meters, which may seem like very little, but you must remember that these cars are very light. This car doesn't even weigh more than 900 kilograms. So from that perspective, it makes a lot of sense. It's actually quite zippy, I must say.
In our testing, the Up drank less fuel than the Ignis, averaging 4.6 litres compared to the 5.1 in the Ignis.
The Up is also a very nice car to drive. Like the Ignis, it works well in the city and on the open road. It's got a very Germanic feel about it, like most VWs. Obviously, it's not premium because it's not meant to be, it's a budget car. However, it is well made. Probably a little bit better made than the Suzuki. It also feels a little bit more planted on the road. Mind you, the Suzuki is punted as an ultra-compact SUV, whereas this is more of a traditional hatchback, so you are slightly lower to the ground. The Ignis feels taller because it is taller. This car though uses a 1 litre 3-cylinder engine which produces 55 kilowatts, and it is adequate for a car of this size, but I must say that the Suzuki does pull much better than this vehicle. Not that this car is terrible to drive, but it does tend to feel a bit sluggish, whereas the Ignis likes to rev a bit more. This does turn to bog around a bit.
Both cars have decent 3-year warranties, but the Suzuki is offered as standard with a 2-year 30,000 kilometer service plan, whereas you'll have to spend an extra 7,100 Rand in the Up. As small as these cars are, they still need to be somewhat practical for their drivers. Let's see how the Up and Ignis match up against each other.
There's a difference in 9 litres of boot space between these two vehicles, with the Up giving you 251 litres and the Ignis giving you 260 litres. Both will allow you to put a month's worth of groceries, provided you don't have any dependents like children or a spouse or an animal or anything that would not make for you to be by yourself. The Up has always been a small car at the back, and not much has changed even though this car has 2 extra doors. For a smaller guy like me, it will work. You could actually fit 5 of me in here, but for those taller guys, The Suzuki Ignis does have decent rear legroom. It manages to hide its size well because it's not as small as you think. In the rear legroom department, this car actually wins. But what happens up front? Again, you don't feel claustrophobic in the new Suzuki Ignis. This model gives me electric windows, Bluetooth, USB and auxiliary, so I'm sorted as a member of the youth. The Up has quite a nice boxy design when it comes to the dashboard, making it nice and modern, but it is quite small in here. That being said though, like the Suzuki, I've got Bluetooth, I've got auxiliary and I've got USB, so I am sorted when it comes to tech.
When it comes to looks, the VW Up was very retro in its design, and still is. However, Suzuki must have threatened their designer in some way, as the Ignis is the quirkiest Suzuki we've ever seen. The rear of the car may not be to everyone's taste, but it is definitely the more eccentric looking car.
When it comes time to buy, there are 2 things to consider. A, what do you like? And B, how much will it cost you? The Suzuki Ignis is definitely a breath of fresh air in the segment, but this Volkswagen Up also has a very strong brand behind it. Don't knock Suzuki though, as they are currently the brand of the year for our consumer awards. Both these cars cost under 170,000 Rand, and both these cars' entry-level variants are finalists in our budget category for the upcoming Consumer Awards. What would I take home? You probably guessed right. It would be the Suzuki Ignis, purely for its wacky looks, because at the end of the day, we all need something a bit different.
Let us know what you think in the comments below. We'd love for you to join our community by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.